Hey, Pastor Dan here. Welcome to our seventh installment of Proverbs Practicals this evening. Last time we saw an observation about how deception and authority are never supposed to go together. This time we get another observation that usually relates to those in authority. It deals with how certain people value something they use. Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 8. Proverbs 17 verse 8 says, "A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth." Now, when this talks about a gift, it's probably not talking about a birthday present. It's talking about something that is given to influence behavior. It's often a bribe. It is used of gifts between nations to get them to make or break alliances, and it's used of flagrant bribes to judges in the Old Testament. So this is saying that the person who receives the gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that has it. The person who receives a gift like that really values it. He treasures it a lot. He might even value the bribes and the gifts that he gets from his office or the exercise of his powers more than the ordinary income that he could get from his office or his normal work. Not only does he value it, the second part of the verse says that whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. That is, wherever this thing is applied, it gets the job done. It does what it was intended to do. It tends to be effective. So there's a principle here that giving people something directly to get them to do something specific is often very effective. It's very straightforward. Unfortunately, this tends toward corruption in a lot of cases. In corrupt cases, companies and workers have known for a long time that relying on the police or the government to just do its job and file the form or arrest the guilty person or release the innocent one often just isn't as effective or timely as simply giving the officer a little gift to get the job done. So what this verse is observing is that to people who accept and use bribes, they are both valued and effective. But does that mean they are moral? Well, no, not in the context of justice and government. Absolutely not. There are repeated commands in the Old Testament in the law against taking them, like Exodus 23, verse 8. It says, "And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise and perverteth the words of the righteous." There are condemnations of people who did take them, like Samuel's sons. So does this mean that it is possible for a thing or an action to be politically or socially effective at getting what we want, but still be immoral to do? Absolutely, yes. Just because it gets us the end we desire does not mean that it is the right thing to do, even if the end that we are pursuing is right. The ends do not justify the means. For the believers in Jehovah, for the followers of Jesus, it is not enough to be trying to do a right thing. We must do it in a right way. This verse is not endorsing bribery. It's acknowledging its dangerous power. Proverbs 17:23, a few verses later in this same chapter, says, "A wicked man takes a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment." There are things that are dangerous to take up, not because they're ineffective, but because they are so effective and so easily used for evil, even if we intend good when we begin to use them. We as believers, as Christians, we never want to be part of a culture of corruption. Never want to endorse it, support it, or participate in it. The practice of being able to buy people off to get them to do what you want is a dangerous one in matters of justice and society. The people who receive the gifts, they love it. The people who use them to manipulate affairs find them effective. But they end up perverting justice and drawing the judgment of God. As always, if we can answer questions or help you in any way, let us know in the comments or contact us through the website at dextergospel.org. Now, on a different note, our e-giving should be up and running on our website by tomorrow. So if you'd like to contribute to our ministry during this trying time or in general, you can do that on our website again at www.dextergospel.org, and that should go live sometime late tonight or tomorrow. Until next time, and Lord willing, we'll post another of these tomorrow. Until next time, I hope you stay well and walk in the grace of God.